through walls. He can run across water. He can run so fast that he can move into another plane of frequency.
Weren't just things more simple back then? I was so filled with hope, joy, and belief of the DC Extended Universe was actually going to be something so spectacular. I was so excited. I've always been more of a DC fan than a Marvel. You guys know that. Recently, the past couple months, I've just been really down and out with the DC Extended Universe because I feel like it's already in a rough patch, and it's going to be very hard for them to come back. Now, if you guys are brand new to the channel, I talk about a lot about DC. A lot. Everybody comes to me as a DC guy. But I do like Marvel. I have a lot of hope for Marvel. Infinity War looks terrific. I can't wait to see it. Black Panther looks fire. I can't wait for these movies. Now, if you guys have been living under the rock, like me, but I've been keeping tabs of everything that's been happening with the DC and Warner Bros. Thing. Justice League has been a movie that everybody has been waiting for. If you have not seen my review about it, if you want to ask me, what do I think about it, there's a spoiler review and there's a non-spoiler review that you can go ahead and check out. I want to ask you guys a question. Was Justice League amazing? Ask yourself that. I've seen it 5 times. And I got to say, the first 2 times I liked it. But the more and more I watch it, the more I feel robbed. And you're asking yourself, what do you mean by that, Jay? I feel like we have been waiting for a spectacular movie like Justice League. When you watch the Avengers movie, I know what you guys say. Yes, the first Avenger movie, you can say what you want about it. I think it was a great startup for the franchise of all superhero movies. It led to a different direction for all these superhero movies that are coming out right now. But I remember the first time seeing the Avengers movie, I had chills. The fans were going crazy. Everybody couldn't stop talking about it. Everybody was ready for phase 2. When I saw Justice League, all I got was, yeah, it was pretty good. It was all right. It's not because there's been so many superhero movies. It's because the movie lackluster a lot of iconic moments that we could have had. I know you guys have heard there's been a ton of deleted scenes. Everybody's pushing for a Zack Snyder cut. I'm not sure if that actually is going to happen. I already signed a petition. I also retweeted on my Twitter. If you guys haven't followed my Twitter, follow my Twitter at JaeRoar. Just a quick plug-in. It's just so crazy how so many fans want to see the Snyder cut, but I don't think WB is going to do that. Because here's why I think WB does not give a shit about us. Us, the hardcore fans, the one that has always stuck with them from the beginning of Man of Steel. I've been covering, DC since Man of Steel. Since Man of Steel, I've been always defending and trying to prove a point how DC's doing the movie. No more. I'm done with it. Because if Warner Bros. Is okay with this, then they don't give a shit about us. They give a shit about the other people that, they want jokes, they want here and that. No. Have you ever heard, don't care what people say to you? Just ignore it. But that's not WB. WB, after the backlash of Batman v Superman, they got so scared, they started changing things. They fucked up Suicide Squad. Sure, David Ayer only did the writing for that for 6 months. He needed more time. They should have postponed that, to be quite honest. Wonder Woman has been the only film to ever be successful in the DC Extended Universe. You know why? Because it was made by a person named Patty Jenkins who has so much passion, and also an actor as Gal Gadot who loved the character. Another reason why WB does not give a shit is that they were going to take out this beautiful scene. The most iconic moment in the movie, the No Man's Land, they were going to take that out in Wonder Woman. That scene is so powerful, and you take it out, and then all the other deleted scenes supposedly that WB took out, I'm having the feeling that WB does not know what the fuck they're doing. And it makes me so mad. And that's why I haven't done any videos. I've been so angry at WB and mainly WB. I don't know if DC actually has any input, anything, because it's mainly owned by WB. But it's just all this stuff. We lost 2 directors for The Flash. Everything's getting postponed. The only movies that look promising right now for the future is Aquaman and Shazam. The fact that they did this to Henry Cavill, this CGI makes me so mad. Every time I want to go see it, I'm like, who approved this? Who? And they have these, what do you call, testers to watch the movie, the first cut and the second cut. I'm going to play a clip from Kevin Smith's podcast. You want to check out his channel? Check it out. The link is in the description box. But somebody, yes, somebody, they saw the first edit cut version of the Justice League. and there was so much epic and goodness in there, and they took it out. Why? Because more jokes and more bad CGI is because that's what we need, WB. That's what we need.
And this woman is nodding in the corner because this is probably the same version that she saw.
This is the version that you saw a long time ago?
That she couldn't talk about last week because there's NDAs and shit. This motherfucker's all over the web.
I promised them I wouldn't talk today, but yeah, lots of that stuff was in there.
That's the version that you saw. Fuck,
I saw
man.
that, and I saw the other version too.
The one that's out now?
Yes.
And in terms of seeing them both, what do you think?
I like the first one better.
I mean, at least it's all one vision, right? That's again, they should put out that fucking movie. Changed. Superman joins the fight and teams up with the League to defeat Steppenwolf. However, at one point, Steppenwolf tries to tempt Superman into joining his army. Ready for this? This made me so fucking angry. And we see Darkseid for the first time in Superman's vision, and we see flashes of the nightmare footage that Batman had in Batman v Superman. However, Superman snaps back out of it and delivers the final blow to defeat Steppenwolf. Was that in the version you saw? You saw Darkseid?
Yes, there was a dark side in there.
What did it look like?
Kind of like the finish, but not really.
Not fully finished.
No, like dressed in a suit, kind of.
God damn it. Deleted. Steppenwolf is killed by Darkseid on Apocalypse. You didn't see that? Darkseid intends to come to Earth to meet the Kryptonian, he says. You remember they were talking about doing 2 Justice Leagues?
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, part 2 was going to be fucking this. Now we're finding out they were setting it up for Darkseid. The original after credits scene that was shot in principal photography was Bruce being woken in the night in his lake house by a green light. And being visited by Tomar Ray and Kilowog. Holy fuck. It was cut early on during post. Come on, man.
So there you have it. I'm telling you guys, lately I just don't want to talk about anything because I feel betrayed. I feel that WB just does not give a shit about us. They don't. They want to please, I don't know, a fucking person that doesn't like, you know, cinematic versions of like hardcore storylines like the Dark Knight Returns, the Flashpoint storyline, and it was kind of teased in the Batman v Superman movie. They don't like that shit. It's because they don't know it, which is understandable. WB needs to figure out a way to like balance that, and they don't. A lot of people think I was upset that I didn't get invited to the red carpet, such as, you know, my buddy Caboose and Comic Story, and a lot of those guys got invited, and I didn't. I'm not upset. Am I a little salty? Yes, because I've been defending you, WB. I've been promoting you since Man of Steel. Those guys just do reviews every once in a while on the DC Extended Universe. Your boy has over 1,000 videos about the DC Extended Universe, and I didn't get invited. So yes, I'm a little bit salty, but not upset. It is what it is. You know, I want this universe to be good, but it can't be good when you have WB getting in the fingers of all these producers and directors and editors and stuff. For God's sakes, they got people that edit trailers to edit Suicide Squad. What? Like, does not just baffle your mind of just thinking like they just don't give a shit? They're just doing this to catch up with Marvel. I finally said it. Yes, they need to catch up with Marvel, which they should not. They should not even care for that. But they're doing that. I don't even know what the DC slate is anymore. I'm so confused of what's even going on. We have to wait for 12 months for another DC movie, and that's Aquaman. And I swear to God, if WB even messes with James Wan's vision, I'm going to be pissed, and I'm never going to defend anything that's even towards DC and Warner Bros. Because this needs to stop. WB has been throwing other people under the bus and not coming out and saying, you know what, we messed up, we're going to try to fix this. No. They're just throwing, you know, Zack Snyder under the bus, Jeff Johns under the bus, Chris Weldon. They're just throwing anybody under the bus because they can't be a man and step up and say, you know what? We fucked up. We're sorry. We're going to prove to you guys that we can do a right shared universe. Let me give you a tip, WB. Don't do team movies because you suck at it. I said it. You suck at making team movies. Just focus on single ones. You did pretty good. Wonder Woman, right? Thank God for Patty Jenkins for, you know, pushing you back and everybody pushing you back for the No Man's, you know, how are you going to say no to that? Anyways, guys, I just want to hear your guys' opinion. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It's just lately I've just been focusing more on Twitch. If you want to come ask me a question live right there, that's even better than watching a 10-minute video of me just ranting because you get your question answered really fast on my Twitch stream. The channel is twitch.tv/JaeRoar. I stream about 5 to 6 times a week. So if you want to come by, check that out. We play a lot of cool games. You know what kind of universe I've been going into? Not Marvel, no. I'm okay with Marvel. But I've been getting into Star Wars lately because I feel like their universe is well established. And there's so much richness in there that I don't even have to worry about. Yeah, say what you want about the prequels, but the originals and, the last 2, I guess, recent Star Wars movies have been pretty good. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see The Last Jedi. The last thing I can say is that as a hardcore DC fan, I feel robbed, I feel betrayed, and I feel like they just don't give a shit. And that makes me very upset and sad at the same time. And that's why I just don't want to do DC movies, because it feels forced. It's like being with somebody. WB, it's like a relationship. I'm not even kidding. With them in their movies, their DC Extended Universe. Being in a relationship with them is like I caught them cheating. I caught them cheating with this stupid CGI, and they thought it was okay. And now we should just move on? No, I'm not going to forgive that. I waited all my life for a Justice League movie, and you ruined it so much with this clusterfuck of universe. I don't want them to reboot it. They should fix everything in Flashpoint. And it's funny, too, because everybody's like, oh, JaeRoar, the Flashpoint movie, it's a dumb idea. This was like months ago. But hey, look at me now. Calling right now. It was a good idea for me to put that on my phase 1 and phase 2 video. Don't you ever ask me where's phase 3 again, especially right now. It's not going to happen. I'm just not in the mood to talk about just the DC Extended Universe. But hey, Flashpoint, they could totally fix it, but we are going to have to wait 12 months for Aquaman. And then we have Shazam after that. And then who knows, maybe the next movie will be Wonder Woman and Flash, and after that will be Batman. Yeah, I want to know your guys' opinion. This is just an angry DC fan just saying that I'm just tired. I'm tired of them just not giving a shit. I'm not saying the people that work hard on these movies, not them. I'm talking about the WB people that keep on putting their dirty ass fingers into people's creativity of what they think that the fans will like. But we can't have that when we have WB like, oh no, we need this, we need that. How about you fuckers pick up a comic book for once and maybe you'll know what we like, huh? Anyways, I'm out.